So yeah, if you just saw me do this, that is because I'm doing this feature where you record on your phone while using a video app on your MacBook. And I'm very late on this party, but it's really good because that means I can record my videos on a better quality camera than on my MacBook. So yeah, good stuff. Now let's talk about Canadian cartoon. So Canada made Total Drama, and it's like one of the most popular animated shows of all time. Literally, you could go on anyone. You can literally ask anyone what Total Drama is, and they'll be kind of shocked if you don't know what Total Drama is, because it's that popular. Like every single time I go to someone's house, it's like Total Drama. Total Drama is on. Every single time I go to a YouTuber that talks about animated stuff, they talk about Total Drama. Total Drama has a big fan base, but don't look it up on DeviantArt and Storygraph, please. Don't look it up. And one of the shows that the same team on Total Drama did was GrojBand. GrojBand. Guess why it's called GrojBand? Because it is a band that plays on a garage. Yeah, very creative. Now, GrojBand, in my opinion, it is one of those typical shows that the Canadian shows like will have like a big fetish of like fart jokes and vomit humor and all that stuff, man. I'm not a big fan of it, but like the show really intrigued me, and like every episode was was like okay. I wouldn't say, like, but like GarageBand is a show that does kind of need your attention because this is a show that I didn't grow up with, but I like recently watched it, and it's like been like 4 weeks since I like watched the finale. And I'm kind of regret watching the entire show because it's one of those shows where you literally don't have to pay any attention to the show. Like it's not one of those shows like a narrative. It's just like a show that with like a bunch of random episodes, and then the season finale happens, and it's like the most important episode in the show for some reason right now. And yeah, that's just what it is. But it just has a charm to me. Like the characters are hilarious, except for like Keenan Khan. They're like my least favorite characters in the show. Now I'm not. Let's talk about the characters in the show. We have Corey, the leading member of GarageBand, and also was the vocalist. And then we got Lainey, who is who I wouldn't say love interest because she is the one hitting on the main character, and then the whole joke of the series is her getting friend zoned by Corey. We also got Keenan Khan, which my least favorite characters because they're literally the fart joke dispensers of the show, and like there is this one episode where GarageBand wants to play on a wedding, but in order for them to play, they had to be that Lainey and Corey had to be so in love that the guy has to puke, and then Lainey uses this opportunity to hit on Corey, and then literally Keenan Khan all they do is just mess things up, and it's really kind of atrocious to watch. And then we got probably my favorite character of the series, Trina, who is a big sister of Corey. And she's honestly just hilarious because one of the things that I'm sick and tired of like shows doing is making the the older siblings like very angry, very like ultra scoff kind of material people. But like Trina, she does have those qualities that make a person so hateable, but she's hilarious also. Like she's like one of the most hilarious characters, or just the hilarious character in the show. And then we got our friend Mina, which honestly, let's all be honest, for those who have watched the show, it's so glad that we get to see her like defend for herself in like the show finale. I really wish we could have seen more of her like throughout the show. We also got my other favorite like character in the show, Nick Mallory, who is supposed to be the crush of Trina, and I love him just for the fact that he speaks in third person. And because there's an episode where GarageBand like wants everybody to get chicken pox so they can sing about getting infections, and like there's a guy in the episode that the voice of Chris, Chris, what is his name? Oh my god, I keep on forgetting. Chris McLean. There's a guy who voices the same guy who voices Chris McLean is also in the chicken pox episode. And Nick Mallory in the episode, Nick Mallory is literally impervious to chicken pox because he is that gorgeous. And yeah, it's hilarious. And yeah, this show is hilarious, except when they do fart jokes, vomit jokes, butt jokes, just not toilet related humor. That's where like the show doesn't like. But the show's not terrible, I swear. And yeah, one of the running gags of the show is that Corey is like, oh my goodness, I can't find any good lyrics for this good song, and that's the whole premise of the show, that Corey can't find any lyrics for his songs, and then he tries to get his sister mad on purpose, and then when she gets mad, she goes on a Super Saiyan rampage and grabs her pen, writes fire on her notebook. Like every time she's in rage and she writes on her diary, literally fires come out, and she's writing fire on her diary. Like that's intense. And then Corey gets the journal, reads off the diary, and then that's where they get their lyrics. That's the whole premise of the show. Corey can't find good lyrics, makes his sister mad on purpose. The sister gets mad, writes on her diary. Corey then gets the diary and then uses the diary as inspiration for the lyrics of the song that they're gonna do. And at the end of the episode, Corey's all like, "Nah, man, we can't be part of this training part for our band." And then he says something that could have made good lyrics on his show. And then on the season finale and the show finale, he's like, "Man, I should really write all the stuff that I'm saying at the end of the episodes on somewhere. I should really write these down. These are actually really great." And yeah, that's basically the whole joke of the show. That Corey doesn't know how to make good lyrics, so then he has to take inspiration from his mad sister, then use the diary as as inspiration for lyrics, and then at the end of the episode, he already has some good lyrics to write to as inspiration. Basically this whole the whole episodes of the shows are trolling you. It's kind of like a cat and mouse game, except the mouse has already been caught by the end of the episode, and it's just, it's like you already cut the mouse without you already knowing it. It's like it turns out the real lyrics were the friends we made along the way. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about GrojBand. It's just a really good show. Really, it's animated, it's animated well. The characters are great. I really wish there was another season so we could see Mina defend herself against Trina. But this is just going to be a special round that I'm going to make at the end of the video, where I'm going to say my 5 favorite characters of GrojBand. So number 1, my favorite character. We're going to go from my favorite to least to 1 to 5 because I am that lazy. 1 is obviously, like I said, Trina. She may be a bad person throughout the show to Mina, but she's too hilarious she's too hilarious. I apologize Trina to every single horrible thing she did to Mina, because she's literally one of the funniest characters in the show. Second place, Nick Mallory. Really wish that he could get fleshed out, but he's the stupid idiot crush of the show. Do you really wish he had that depth of character? He's also really funny. Third place, Mina, because I really like it when the show finale, when she finally gets to defend herself and actually stand up against all of Trina's bad acts she's done to her. And fourth place, I have to say Lainey, because she really is one of the most energetic characters in the band that doesn't do any fart jokes. And she's just empathetic, She's empathetic, and I really like the episode whenever they're trying to make the Queen Bee pageant, and she literally doesn't want to try, but she does try anyway. And some of the dialogue she says in that episode is just hilarious. And everybody's saying that Lainey looks like she's wearing a costume at the Halloween episode. It's just a nice gag. And in fifth place, I have to say, let's see, are there on it? Oh, look at that, it's Corey. Yeah, it's Corey. Corey's all right, I guess. I'm not a big fan of the hey man, we're gonna be the next how do we say, trailer band. And then he has to make his sister mad, and he's like, "Nah, man, we can't be another trailer band. It's just too trendy." And then he's like, "Man, those are some good lyrics." I'm not a big fan of that, but Corey can be a great character. And then Keenan and Khan, I hate them. They're the worst characters of the show. They're the whole reason why I wanted to stop watching the show. But still, GrojBand, good show, deserves your attention. Yeah, we'll see ya, I guess.